exercise 2 for Dick's Sporting Goods for business analytics, and I am part of group 3. So for exercise 2.1, we're going to talk about the business analytics techniques that we have chosen. And then the 3 business categories are descriptive. So this is going to describe what happened, predictive, what will happen, and prescriptive. How can we make it happen? And so as we can see, the techniques for each business process are, for the business process, descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive. And the techniques we have chosen are time series analysis, linear regression, and sentiment analysis. So for the time series analysis, so what exactly is a time series analysis? It's usually used to predict future values based on the observation of past values. So it's a predictive technique, and it allows for the observation of trends and seasonal patterns. This is especially beneficial with Dick's due to the seasonal push for different sporting events and sporting seasons. How businesses use it, often used to predict future sales based off of past sales data, and then how Dick's Sporting Goods can apply it. It can be used to answer the descriptive question, how many tons of waste have we been responsible for over the years, and will it allow us to put more focus on the times of the year when waste is higher so we can work towards reducing the amount of waste we generate. And then what might they find is seasonally may contribute to higher or lower waste production, and as years progress we may find that production of waste has increased. And so for the linear regression, it is a linear approach of viewing one or multiple variables in a business and how it affects its operations, and then how businesses usually use it. It is used how these variables affect the business, and can be used as a predictive technique, as it can be used to view future operation outcomes. And then how Dick's Sporting Goods can apply it. It can be used for budget forecasts to see how reducing greenhouse gas emissions and alternative packaging strategies affects the budget. And it can also forecast how many customers will use the scorecard reward system. This will then lead to being able to predict what type of products customers will purchase. And then what might they find? They could find the best alternative packaging that will help with finances and contributing to the customer's wants, and the different products that consumers will be buying, and putting more emphasis on seasonal sports and what customers are buying from these departments. And for the sentiment analysis, it extracts subjective information that is hidden within text, and it identifies emotional tones within said text. It allows businesses to gain a better understanding of their customers' attributes, opinions, and emotions regarding products, practices, and services. Dick's Sporting Goods can use it to answer the predictive question, is there an incentive beyond the global implications that can be provided by the company to customers for actively reducing waste? They can use it as a text analysis to review reward data and then determine how customers feel about reducing waste and what incentivizes them to recycle and reduce bags. And they might find the text analysis of social media posts may help them determine what customers are more incentivized to use reusable bags if they are given a discount when they bring their own bag. And so for exercise 2 is profiling our data science team. And so from the table that was given to us, we found that there was a good amount of scattered around the table. And then so analyzing it, and from the table we can see that our main weakness is going to be programming, building a platform for the data to be presented. So from this weakness, we can recruit for the programmer and technologist role, as our team is capable of building around what attributes we have now. And then from the table, we can see that we have a strong communication team, as we will be able to communicate and explain the data in depth and how it pertains to the organization's goals. And for the data wrangler and modeler, we can see we're thin, but we'll have the abilities to manipulate and convert the data into wisdom of what it means moving forward for the company. And so as we can see, the three techniques we have used are going to be a big role in determining what we do moving forward in relation to greenhouse emissions and reducing waste. And from the table, we can see that we have a very scattered group, and we'll be able to touch each side of managing the data.